Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. Currently leaving the house to head down to London, but in this episode you're going to see we've got the BBC here at one of our HMO properties that's just finished, and we're shooting the second part with the BBC's Homes Under the Hammer for this before and after refurbishment of 6-bed HMO. Yes, we did have lads here at 7 a.m. just finishing off the last little bits. Squeaky bum time, but it's pretty much finished. A couple of little snaggy items to do, but it'll be good enough for filming. So what's the sort of nature of the questions this time round?
Anything that helps the viewers or me understand what's actually changed.
Still a couple of little tweaky bits to finish off, door linings around the doors. Still a lot of snaggy paint bits. Second coats on our frames. Little end panels on the desks. Skirts in the bath, some of the bathrooms, but it looks presentable.
Did you do much TV stuff for you?
Yeah, did quite a lot of BBC stuff as well. I think it was Sam and Mark was the show. Did a lot of Sam and Mark, and then we did some the news went to the hospital opening for Christmas and stuff. Bits like that.
We got gunged a lot on BBC.
Yeah, we did get gunged a lot.
Yeah.
I think that was Sam and Mark.
Yeah. What were they like as a band?
It wasn't my type of music, but it was mass hysteria. So if I wanted to meet up with Ryan for a meal, say in Windsor, you go in a restaurant and all of a sudden you hear chanting. Some girl in the restaurant with her mum and dad has just been messaging her friends. You forget how cameras work.
And suddenly there's like 10 girls outside the restaurant and you're like, fucking hell, that's quick.
Yeah.
I used to work at McDonald's when I was a student, and so this is 1990, and Take That came in. I didn't even know who they were, but they were all in matching tracksuits. I think there was 3 of them, wasn't there, 5 of them. And then the only thing that indicated who they were was because there was loads of girls like just hovering. And then once they'd finished the food, these girls all went over and took all of the food, the packaging, keep it.
That's memorabilia. I fucking love these as well. Just such a better storage unit, isn't it? So much more storage out of it. You get more drawer space, more head space above, hanging space. This is a great room.
This room looks wicked, mate.
That looks well good, doesn't it? Nicely done. Construction team.
How you doing, Brian?
Doing it, mate.
Having fun?
Yeah, loads of fun. How are you doing? You having fun?
Feeling back in familiar territory?
Yeah, it does feel a bit familiar, this.
So process-wise, we actually didn't start on site when we initially planned to, because our business working with investors means we have a lot of clients' projects. That boomed at the start of the year. So then this is our own job. So we just decided, all right, let's mothball this site, we'll pause it, and then we'll come back to it when it's ready. So we started it actually in June in the end. And process-wise, we had to do a loft conversion, and there was the existing trusses in the loft were like a webbed truss from engineers, because there used to be a pan fire, and the pan fire burnt down the roof.
Electric blanket on, 24 hours. Back room went up in smoke. Whole lot went, took the entire roof off, gutted it pretty much, and did quite an extensive bit of damage to that. A lot of that was water damage.
Was it?
Yeah, because they put an awful lot of water on it.
So they put on this really cheap roof. But for us to do a loft conversion, we need to use that space, and we weren't sure how to tackle it from a structural standpoint. So that was an interesting learning curve. Turned out it was quite simple to do in the end. So we had to do a temporary support to hold up the ridge, whilst we then put in new purlings and new trusses to support the existing roof without needing to do a whole re-roof. So it saved ourselves about 20 grand, which is what we were worried about. Other than that, chimney breast came out, full refurb, back to brick, new bathrooms in, and pretty straightforward finish. All right, fellas. Yeah, this has worked out well as well. Fucking lovely. Yeah. Sticks the kitchen, because we were going to knock an extension out of here, but instead we stuck a big lintel up here to open out an extra 2-3 square metres under the stairs, which gives us our compliance. And obviously much cheaper than knocking about the extension, but it was going to be a bit fatter, but just the time killed us in the end.
Because of the producer guidelines, we can't feature them.
Yeah.
So it'll be other builders who work for them will go on camera instead now.
Yeah,
because they don't do loads, but they've just done that many, because they've got 1,500 properties. They're buying them all at auction. So
Oh, it's crazy how some people move, yeah. Like buy loads and loads of stock. I mean, we'll do probably about another 50 properties in the next year. Which is kind of where we want to be at. With room 4 and the adjacent rooms next to it and downstairs, they all had old chimney breasts in them. So we took all of them out, and specifically for room 4, getting that chimney breast out, we made a decision again whether to do a shared bathroom or to do an ensuite, and we just favoured going for much bigger bedrooms here. We're in a great location, so we don't need to squeeze the offering to try and, you know, convince people to live here. They're going to want to live here for the location, so we feel like the bigger room is going to make for longer tenant durations compared to squeezing in that ensuite. So up here in the loft, all going well with the BBC. We're about to shoot our last shots now, and I've got to shoot down to London. Literally in an hour, so we've got to get out of here pretty quick. But this is great. So we ended up changing the fire door up to here instead with the lobby, and there would have been this dead void section. So the lads on site, fair play, Mr. Kane Angus, construction, instead of having that shitty little corner shower where there's a slightly restricted head height here and then have a toilet stuck under there, instead we've used that void space that otherwise would have just been an empty nothingness to get our shower in. Which is nice. It means this bathroom's worked out really well, and this bedroom's fucking massive. Got a little seating area. We need to get a couple more bits up here, TV, stuff like that. But as far as things go, disappointed we didn't get bigger Velexes in the end, but this is a great bedroom. This will rent really nicely. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up with the BBC.
Tell me what's different about the front of the house now.
So the front of the house we've actually kept pretty similar to the original. We did think about painting the whole facade at one point, but the brickwork's actually in good nick, and sometimes it's nice to keep the old Victorian brickwork alive. So we've kept that and instead just painted around the windows, the sills, the lintels and things like that. So it's got a sort of anthracite finish. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as it was.
Okay, right.
Thank you for watching this episode. Before you go, Trotsy, you want to stick around for this? Don't fucking click off yet, because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is Zeus. Zeus is possibly the best thing that's ever happened to us. Like me and Sunny, we're basically a married couple, and this is Zeus. She went missing for 5 weeks. And I know, I'm in another episode with my other cat saying how that one went missing. That one was missing for 16 months, so this one went missing. And we love Zeus, she's such a spectacular girl. And she wheezes in the toilet, she talks to us, she hangs out with us. Whenever we're smoking outside, she'll come up and be like, hey guys, how you doing? Like, she's just such a personable cat. And I was very sad when she was gone. But because she went missing, I then put posters up everywhere, then found the other cat, and then she pops along. And she's back. She's super skinny though, so we're gonna try to fix you up, aren't we? But anyway, make sure you subscribe.